Hello! Welcome to a Tuesday night game stream. I'm your host, Amber. This is Tech Ambrosia. If you haven't figured out that my channel name is a pun on my name, there you go. I'll give that one to you for free. Apologies for my gross hair. I looked in the mirror after work and I was like, oh, my hair is disgusting. I'm gonna go take a shower. And then I realized I didn't have enough time after my shower to dry my hair correctly, so now it looks even worse. Apologies. But my hair's not why we're here. We're here to play some Unreal II, The Awakening, and Elder Scrolls III Morrowind. And pretty much the gimmick of this channel, of course, is, old tech, retro tech, used tech. So we're going to be doing it on period hardware. Fortunately, I happen to have my, let me switch to it here. I happen to have my AGP test bench here, ready to go. We've seen this one on the stream before. This is the ECS K7S5A, running a 2.133 gigahertz Athlon Thoroughbred. As usual, we've got whatever Intel NIC in the back. We've got an A-Open Cobra Yamaha sound card for direct sound acceleration. And our video card's a little bit out of place. It's a GeForce 6600 GT. It's a little bit newer than 2003, but not actually by that much. 6600 GT and the 6800 GT were the launch models for the 6 series. I think they came out in late 2004, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, let's get this thing fired up and we'll take a look at the games. John asks, can Unreal 2 be run on modern-ish post-32-bit Macs? I don't know. That's a good question. That is a good question. Probably with the classic game porting toolkit that Apple released not too long ago. At least for the, I think that's for, is that for Apple Silicon Macs? Is that for Intel Macs as well? Modern Macs are not really my specialty. Imagine that. So let's switch back over to the capture card. There we go. And we were just booting up into Windows 98 because even though this is 2003, all of these games still work. All of these games still work in Windows 98 because they were still, by far, the dominant operating system in the Windows world. And John says, I really need to set up a system for older games like these. May I suggest Socket 754? I'm kind of a fan. I think I've talked about it on the channel before, but 754 is pretty great. 754 is pretty great, especially for setting up retro games and stuff like this, because it is still compatible with 98. Of course, it works with XP just fine. Oh, Trina's here. Hello, Trina. Trina from Trina's Technobabble is here. How's it going? I'll make this a readable size for you all. This is basically resolution roulette. When it reboots, I'm never sure what resolution it's going to pick. It has decided on 1024 this time. Hooray! Now y'all can read the icons. Awesome. But yeah, we've got Morrowind. We're going to play Morrowind in the last half of the stream. We're going to start with Unreal 2. I imagine we're going to play it for maybe an hour or so. I have played the tiniest smidgen of Unreal 2, and not just in like testing and making sure that it works on this hardware, but I have played it previously for like maybe 10 minutes. We'll see it. We will all see it in just a moment. Oh, the title in Twitch says making a good Mac Mini from 3 bad ones. Oh, I need to change my Twitch title. I always forget to do that. Thank you, Trina. My Twitch mod is not online at the moment. They are busy. I need to do that myself. Where is my Twitch? There's my Twitch. So I have to figure out where that is, because I'm really bad at Twitch. I'm still pretty new to streaming on here. Oh, I can edit my next stream before I finish my last one. Oh, that's nice. Well, let's do that then. Unreal 2 and Morrowind. There we go. How's that? Did that work? I have no idea if that worked. It did! Awesome. Great. That's what I like to hear. Cool. I'm gonna close my Twitch page because that's a lot of extra resources that this computer just does not have. I8386SX is here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, let's go over what's the hardware that's in this machine. We have seen it before, but I'm always glad to show you. Here we go. We've got Athlon XP. Technically, the 2600 plus. Here we go. 2.1. It says 2.125. It's because the main bus is slightly under 133 megahertz, but this is a 2.133 gigahertz model. It has a 1/4 megabyte of on-die level 2 cache, and yeah, socket A. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Trina asks, have you run mem test on this machine? I have not, actually. I have not run mem tests on this machine. Let's take a look at the GPU here. Pull up Everest. Display a GPU. 6600 GT. So this is from ProLink. Does not tell me the vendor, but this is the ProLink Pixel View. I think it's a European brand. I did get the card out of Europe because it was cheap. It's been really reliable, actually. And yes, this is the main reason I like it. This is like the cheap guy's version of the 9700 Pro. We get 8 pixel pipelines with DirectX 9 compatibility, with good DirectX 9 compatibility, unlike the FX series. The GeForce 6 series is very good architecture. Anything else notable on here? We've got GDDR3, 128-bit bus. Yeah, that's about it. 4 ROPs, so it's not as not quite as powerful at high resolutions as a 9700 Pro would be, but that's all right. We're going to be playing stuff at lower reses today, and it should be fine. Trina says, thinking of you today, as I tested a video card. Excellent, good. Well, I guess I need to do some mem tests. All right, we just need to cross the streams on our 2 channels even more. So, like I said, we're going to start out with Unreal 2 and play it for probably, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. And we'll finish off the stream with Morrowind. We'll run Morrowind for as long as folks are interested. I don't have any, like, specific ideas about what to do for Morrowind run. We're going to start from the beginning, roll a new character. I guess we can take suggestions from chat. We'll see how into it folks are once we get to Morrowind. I don't have any, like, exploits or strats I'm going to be showing on here. I'm not just background noise, surprisingly. I know we're very similar, I know, in appearances. I'm no Morrowind wizard. I just played it when I was a kid and I liked it a lot. So yeah, let's start off with Unreal 2. Let me know if game volume is good. I do have sound working again. So we get this nice, elaborate logo and title screen animation. I believe this is all done in Engine, similar to how the like Unreal Tournament and original Unreal had title screens that ran in Engine. Bummas, have you done something new with your hair? Yes, it's called I washed it and didn't give it enough time to dry. Sorry for the awful hair. You can see Epic was very proud of all the new features that they put into the new Unreal Engine. Bumps as well. I thought it looked nice. Hopefully it will improve over the course of the stream as it starts to actually dry. Goofed on that one. Exactly! John's hair dries while playing video games. That's correct. That is correct. Hair dries while doing a lot of things, and playing video games is one of them. Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. They're very proud. They're very proud of all the new features in Unreal Engine. I believe this is Unreal Engine 2. There we go. The title screen. So instead of our weird, like, menu bar up at the top, we've got, like, Quake 3 style menus. Oh, alright. It's like, how do you follow up a smash hit like Unreal? Apparently the answer is in-engine cinematics. I think our main character comes from the Jarhead clan. Yeah, that was all just one loading area. Oh boy. Should we go through the tutorial? Ask about a tutorial right away at the start. Like I said, I did test to make sure this actually works on this hardware. I think we should go through the tutorial. We might not know how to play this game. One of these very new things known as video games. I believe the standout new feature of Unreal Engine 2 was the terrain renderer. If you remember Unreal 1, the terrain was more of suggestions than actual terrain.
Commander Hawkins, sir.
Good to see
This
you,
guy is
Dalton.
all head.
I'll get right to the point. Your request for reinstatement in the Marines has been denied. Again. I know you're disappointed, but we can try again in 6 months.
Can I bucket up the line?
I spoke with General Drexler personally. It was no go.
Damn.
When you return to your ship, you'll have a new pilot. He's a Hex Corps alien named Naban. We got him in an officer exchange program. He's some kind of muckety-muck on his home planet, and the brass want him kept out of harm's way. You've got the quietest patrol, so you're it.
I'm getting mighty tired of babysitting the ass end of nowhere.
The Colonial Authority isn't so bad, John.
We don't see as much action as the Marines.
Welcome to the stream. This is Unreal 2, the very opening. You haven't missed much.
Stow it, Dalton. We've got a new refresher course set up in the basement. Either give it a run or get back to your ship. Dismissed. Do you want to take the training run or get back to your ship?
So yeah, there's our options. We can go through the tutorial, or we can go straight back to our ship. We can. Why don't we do the tutorial?
I could use a refresher.
Sure.
Right. Dismissed.
I don't know how to play first-person shooters. Well, that's good. F4 is current objectives. Great. That is very difficult to read. Well done with the with the translucent menus. It's very slick. It's very difficult to read. So get on the elevator and go through a training program. Okay, thanks. So this is Unreal 2. You might notice that like interior geometry looks pretty much unchanged from Unreal 1. Like I said, I think the it's our main character has some problems. The standout feature is the terrain rendering engine in Unreal Engine 2. They were very proud of it. They were very proud of it. If you remember all the outdoor maps in UT 2K3 and 2K4, they all used that terrain renderer. They were used. They're all based on this engine. All right, can't see a whole lot out the windows. Let's go through the door. Got some nice, very high resolution shadow maps. Very nice. Again, we're presented with the terrain renderer. Ooh, ah, look at that. Very nice. This was all the rage back in the early 2000s. How good was your terrain renderer? You remember Tribes 2? Who here remembers Tribes 2? They were very proud of their enhanced terrain renderer. Michael Harbeck asks, remastered? No, this is the original game on original hardware. So this is running on an Athlon XP with GeForce 6600 GT. We are running on Windows 98. Because yes, games from 2003 would still run on Windows 98. It was still, by far, the dominant platform. Can you get around here? I can't. Okay. Guess we're going this way. So, use the elevator. Is the F key. Okay, good to know. It's a good tutorial. It's not teaching me anything. Yeah, like I said. Yeah, Michael says good textures. That's, like I said, they were very, very proud of their terrain renderer. Right? The loading times are real too. Since we're on period hardware, like this is how long it takes to load between these sections. Alright, what do we got here?
How you doing, Marshall? I heard you'd be here. Let me reboot the system.
Oh, we're gonna get some slick graphics.
Name's Raph.
No.
I'll take you through the program.
How's that back doing, Raph?
Go on in.
You do that crazy backflip turnaround maneuver again? You eat your donut.
Hello again, and welcome to the Avalon Training Center. The course is lined with holo projectors, so I'll be with you all the way. Now wait a second while I take a scan.
Which just seems familiar to anyone.
Sensors indicate you wearing XAF power armor. Let me dig up those specs. Ah, here they are.
Oh, sure, disappear on me.
Not bad. The XAF series isn't the toughest battle armor available, but it's pretty damn versatile. Underwater capable, rechargeable shields, plasma heads-up display. Score one for the good old Terran Colonial Authority. Let's take a look at your HUD. Health and shield indicators are in the upper left. Ammo indicators are upper right. The top counts down your current clip. Underneath is the amount you have in reserve. Available weapons show up down the right. Your suit also scans for important objects like switches and panels, even people. Come over and look at me to activate the use reticle, then hit your use control.
Apparently it's enter.
Using someone will get their
F
attention
does
so you
work,
can talk to
thankfully.
them. Sometimes your suit will give you
This
number
enter would be
options
awful.
and things to say. Go ahead, pick a number.
How about we pick up the pace and get to the weapons?
Soon. Let's move on. Next up is agility training. Go use the
Michael
button
Harback
next to
asks,
the
how
exit.
much RAM? A half a gig. It's running Windows 98, so half a gig is your max.
While you're on the obstacle course, you'll hear me through your suit's radio.
Yeah.
It's a good unit with excellent
Half a
range
gig.
that
Our
even
graphics
extends
card has a whole
outside of
128
the
megabytes of RAM, of VRAM on it.
While I configure the course for your suit.
So part of the reason that it looks as good as it looks
Let's start with something simple.
is we've
Jump
got
over these blocks.
these here. If you notice how low resolution the shadow map is. Like that's basically the texture map is that resolution, but we've got a detail texture over the top of it. This is a thing that Unreal Engine loved to do. I think they used it all the way through Unreal 3. I think they kind of ditched it in Unreal 4. But this detail texture, can be very, very small, and it's just tiled to make it look like there's a lot more texture detail than there actually is. Alright, what are we doing? I wasn't listening.
Not bad, but not every jump is so easy.
Or we're waiting for... Oh, okay.
Jump straight up and don't stop, you'll drag yourself onto that ledge. It's called mantling. Give it a try. Alright, now crouch down and crawl under these blocks. Now don't worry, I won't let them drop any further.
Control is crouch.
Great. Go through that door. It's time for the good stuff. Weapons.
You can see how the detail texture kind of falls
Let's start
apart
with every rookie's first gun. The
on these
dispersion pistol.
these concrete joints here, because the concrete joint is at the normal texture resolution,
Go
and then
ahead.
the detail texture goes over the top of it, and it doesn't look quite right. And that was kind of one of the failings of detail textures. Where's my gun? Oh, where did he put it? Oh, it's in this locker. Thank you. Alright, right click is charge. F4 for current objectives. Run through the training program. Thanks. Not helpful. Don't go through here yet. I'm not paying attention because I'm talking about detail
Not a
textures.
very
Oh, here we go.
realistic target. Sorry, it's been an epic wait for the tech upgrade. Take a couple
It's been an
practice shots.
epic wait. It was like 4 years between Unreal and Unreal 2.
The dispersion pistol doesn't pack a whole lot of punch, but it's always there for you because it never runs out of ammo. Give the alternative fire a try. It builds up a charge and then releases a bigger blast.
available.
never knew what hit him.
There
Enough
we
of
go.
the Top Gun. Let's take a look at a real weapon. The combat assault rifle is a marshal's best friend. Load it up with ammo and mow down this dangerous desperado.
Beautiful.
The car's primary fire mode is fully automatic, and it goes through rounds of uranium shards like candy. While you're firing, watch the upper right of your HUD to see the ammo drain from the current clip. Always try to find a quiet moment to reload before combat. Otherwise, you may find yourself caught having to reload in the middle of a firefight. The car's ultimate is a concentrated bolt of 5 shards that breaks up on impact and will even bounce off walls. See if you can ricochet a bolt against the wall and hit the target.
So you get the
Catch on
you get the
quick.
shard launcher right
This
away.
next weapon isn't standard issue, but what the
Alright.
hell? Sometimes you just gotta have fun. No weapon is more versatile and dangerous than the grenade launcher. It holds up to 6 different types of ammo, and each has radically different uses. The standard is your basic fragmentation grenade. Use a few to blast away at these little guys.
Oop.
Notice that tapping your primary fire makes the grenades explode on contact. If you're aiming on the run, hit something near your enemy and you'll feel it. Holding down the trigger on the primary fire engages the timing mechanism. So you can bounce the grenades around some before they explode. Use your alt fire to switch between grenade types. The crosshair on your HUD will tell you which one to change. I've given you some incendiary grenades, so load them up and prepare for a show. You're a natural, Dalton. Hey, I need to test some new features I just loaded. How about you and I go one-on-one?
Here's how it works. I play as a holo, and my weapons are holographic too, but they'll register on your armor as real hits. If you die, you go back to full health and shields, but I score a point. If I die, you get a point. Whoever gets the 5 first, wins. If you get a kill, be sure to run over my holo corpse so your power armor absorbs any remaining energy and applies it to your shields. If you want to bail at any time, just push
We're in
the
a
button next
match.
to the exit and go on through.
To the
One
death.
last word of advice.
Some kind of
Load up on ammo before you
death
go in.
match.
Anytime you're ready. Bring it, Dalton.
Man, is this as fast as you can go? I hope not.
Hey now! Hey now!
Lord.
Kick it! You're lucky I'm virtual. You're lucky I'm virtual.
This arena sucks.
Hey now! 5 points. You win.
I mean, you blew yourself off on that one.
You wanna go again?
Maybe next time.
Good enough. Come on through the exit. Recharge your health and shields. Just step inside each station and they'll work automatically.
Oh boy. Oh boy. God possesses this half-life at home. Exactly.
If I put 2 flags in there, I could sell tickets, maybe get someone to sponsor a tournament. Those guys over at Leandri have more money than brains. Good luck, Marshal. Go keep the frontier safe.
Right. Very shiny. Nice particles. These load times. Oh boy. It's the downside to running these on period correct hardware. You get period correct load times. Wow. That took some time. Oh yeah, no, that big animation at launch, that was just the title screen. That was just the title screen.
First Officer Ida returning command of the ship to you, sir. Ship's engineer Isaac is standing by on the upper deck, and ship's pilot Naban has the con.
What's with all the ranks and titles?
Prolonged exposure to brass usually makes you revert to your primitive military state. Just trying to make you feel at home, sir.
What's our status?
While you were docking, we received a distress call from the Alara star system. We're already en route. Would you like to take an inspection tour of the ship and meet our new pilot, or go right to the briefing room for the mission?
That tutorial was enough. Let's go.
What we're in for this time.
Let's
Okay,
play a
I'll meet
mission.
you in the briefing room.
So far, I think actually, all the cinematics we've seen have been in engine. I'm pretty sure. And that was kind of like, you know, Epic's thing with Unreal, right? Like they wanted to do it all in engine. They wanted to make a cinematic game engine. Which, I mean, obviously nowadays with Unreal 5 very much is the case, right? Like literal movies are made in Unreal Engine now. So like apparently it worked. They got there in the end. What the hell am I supposed to be doing? Aha. A hatch. Let's go through the hatch. It's an interactable. I can't do anything with it. Alright. Lovely. Those look like... These turbines look like they're just textures. Close this one. Yes, there we go. Man, the movement feels like I'm walking through molasses. Is there anything in here to... the hatch. More hatches. Alright, what am I supposed to be doing? No current objectives, great. I keep trying to hit shift like it's gonna make me run, and like, no, I'm already running. This is the walk speed. Well, that looks like that's the landing area. It's our hangar bay.
Welcome back, boss. You want to inspect the upper deck?
No thanks. I'll snoop around later.
No sweat. By the way, I picked up some new ordnance on Avalon. We can go over it after the briefing. See ya.
Doesn't open. Does this one open? Probably not. Oh, it does. Oh, look at that. Equipment. Okay. Sure. I'll bumble my way over to the bridge at some point. Nope. That's a different equipment locker. That's somebody else's. Okay. If those are quarters. The first one looked like an equipment locker because it was so messy. But you want to guess that's Isaac's. Or it's the main characters. Doesn't open. Okay. This is very intricately modeled. Mostly a pain in the butt. Oh, here we go. That's more like it.
Hello, Marshal, sir. I am saluting you. It is many pleasures to be buttling with you aboard this fine ship.
Buttling?
Buttling. Waiting upon. No, serving. I am seeing many pleasures serving with you.
English is a second language.
I am saluting you again.
No need to salute, Naban. It's an informal ship. Why don't you just settle in here and I'll catch up with you later?
Aye, 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 sir. Settling in is now my top priorities.
That's not where I need to go for the briefing. I guess I should have taken the tour of the ship. Can't talk to you. Nothing in here is interactable. Oh, yeah, what? Yes.
Ready for the briefing?
Fire window.
Do talk to you. Okay. Alright.
We're headed for Sanctuary, the 5th planet in the Alara system. It's an Earth-style world with a dense jungle covering.
Yes, absolutely. Fabrizio Imperiales asks, can I ask the hardware configuration? Yeah, we've got, we have an Athlon XP Thoroughbred, 2.133 gigahertz, on a, an ECS K7S5A motherboard, and our video card is NVIDIA GeForce 6600 GT. So when they put the GT at the end of the name.
That's it. We don't know who is attacking them or why. Let's look at the main base in the holotank.
We're running Win98, so we got a half a gig of RAM, 128 megs of VRAM.
The ore processing unit grinds up the rocks and extracts precious minerals. Unfortunately, we don't have any blueprints of the interior. They've cleared away the jungle and separated the power plant from the main facility by a few hundred yards. This huge generator provides juice for the heavy rock crushing equipment. Here is the nearest entrance from your drop point. Good luck down there. Isaac should be waiting across the hall to do your weapons loadout. If not, you'll probably find him in his cabin sleeping one off. I'll be right here if you have any further questions.
Well, at least he's sleeping one off and not rubbing one out. That's fine.
I liberated a grenade launcher and a few frag grenades from a depot on Avalon. You want to take a look? Or how about we brush up on your other weapons?
Sure or no thanks. Just give me the grenade launcher.
Let's have a look.
The M406 grenade launcher has
Here we
slots
go.
for 6 different grenade types.
Launch into a tirade.
Explodes on contact. Holding the trigger a little longer engages the timing mechanism so you can bounce them around some. Secondary fire chambers the next grenade type if you've got any. If
Just in
like,
case you
I'll tell
skipped the
about
tutorial.
individual grenades. Take your pick.
Good things.
See you later.
John asks, where was any of the story in Unreal Tournament? Well, I mean, Unreal Tournament was Unreal Tournament. It was just Deathmatch. Okay. How do I say yes, let's go, let's do the mission?
Yes?
Anything else?
Nope. Either talk to Isaac or hit the dropship. Your choice.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hit the dropship. Yeah, I know where the dropship is. I absolutely know where the dropship is. Oh, it's in here now. I came in here before and it was not in here. Alright. Magic dropship. Let's go. And like this story was in the first Unreal, but like Unreal was very much a show don't tell kind of a game. Whether it was because they didn't have like any of the stuff in here to do like skeletal animations for dialogue or anything like that. I don't know, I felt like the game was better for it. Like, instead of having people just like talk at you for minutes on end.
Search and rescue. No rough stuff.
Yes, Mother.
Look, I'm not kidding. I don't want to have to come down there and save your sorry ass.
Relax, I'm sure the natives are friendly.
Man, these load times. These would probably be improved if I were on Windows XP with more RAM. But like, it's still not great. Hey, Blake DMC's here. Hello. Well, welcome. Welcome to Unreal 2. Yeah, friendly natives. This is about as far as I've gotten in this game. I don't think I ever finished this mission, but I did play through some of it. friendly. I'll take that.
Thank God! Help me!
Whoops. It's a little bit dark. Definitely going for a more cinematic vibe. I mean, original Unreal was already pretty cinematic.
Get this work. Wait! I'm broadcasting. Sir, up here. The camera. I'm watching you on the security network.
Is the system two-way? Can you hear me?
Don't bother talking back. The system's only one way. I won't hear you.
Glad we cleared that up.
Boy, am I glad to see you. TCA, wow! I wasn't sure anyone got my distress call. I'm Danny Miller, level 1 technician. I hope you're here to rescue me, because there's no way I'm getting out on my own. Everyone I see on the security cameras is dead. I'm barricaded in a security office over in the generator building. You'll have to go through the collection plant to get here, though. The main route is blocked. Hold on, I'll open the hatches to the runoff basin. It's a short swim. There's a camera on the other side, so I'll see you when you...
Sewer level? Apparently I need a sewer level counter just like Civi.
Jesus, John. Were we ever that green?
Jonesy from BBB, hello. Am I winning? Ah, that's a great question. I'm surviving so far.
Fine. You ever heard the expression, blood is thicker than water? Well, it's true.
Definitely showing off the volumetric effects. Quite dark in here. Let's see if I can brighten this up for y'all. Ooh, that's too bright. And not a lot we can do with that, but we spent all that time going through all the Terran marine weapons, and now I've got some some alien weapon. Figure out how it works the old-fashioned way.
Get away from the camera, you space monkey freaks!
Good thing he knows how to how to reload this alien weapon. Anyway, assault rifle back.
I don't know what those things are, but I hate them. Behind you! Nail them! Broke a drill bit on it too. I've got it here with me.
Really? Really? On the ladder? That's cheap. That's cheap, Epic.
Great shot! Careful. A lot of that stuff is unstable. A stray shot might set it off.
Dead! That's about as far as I got the last time I played Unreal 2 as well. Yep. Oh, Trina's leaving. Have a good night, Trina. It was nice to have you here. Thanks, John. John says, aren't we all winning when we're here with Amber? Oh, let's see. Well, I didn't save anything. Yeah, there's no autosaves. I'm not restarting this mission. Let's play some Morrowind. Let's play some Morrowind. First thing I'm going to do is reboot this because I know it has troubles once it quits Unreal 2. Hopefully it will actually reboot. There we go. Let's play some freaking Morrowind. I've been looking forward to this all week since that poll ended. By the way, this was chosen by a poll on my Mastodon. If you're not following me up there, let me quick switch over to my ACAM here so y'all can see my social links. There. Yeah, if you follow me on my social here on my Mastodon, that one right there. I'll run polls to see what folks want to see me play on the Tuesday streams, because there's a lot of games out there, and I don't know what you want to watch me play. And again, I apologize for my awful wet hair. That's a little better. That's a little better. Looking a little more human. Alright, so head back over to the machine. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So Morrowind, let's see, I played some Daggerfall, thanks to my uncle when I was quite young. I played Daggerfall on a 486. I think I ended up, there's like a 25 or 50% chance you contract some kind of disease in the starting dungeon. I think I got that when I played Daggerfall, so by the time I walked outside, I took like 3 steps and died. When I played Daggerfall. Despite that, I was quite enamored of Morrowind, the follow-up to Daggerfall. So we are playing, this is the Game of the Year version off of GOG, and yes, it just runs on Windows 98 because it doesn't actually need a whole lot of modification. We are running it with all of the optional extras that come in the box. So we've got the Tribunal expansion, as well as the Blood Moon expansion, as well as all of the optional little things. These were all downloads. These are all DLCs. I guess you call them DLCs nowadays. They're downloads off of Bethesda's site back in the day. Just optional add-ons. Some cool armor. The Is it this one? EBQ artifact? Yes, this is for like the... Oh no, this is it. The master index, doing the Propylon indexes. Like it fleshes out some of the quests in the world. It's pretty cool. It's good. I recommend playing Morrowind with the add-ons from the downloads. An area effect arrows is kind of an exploit. Basically, it puts a merchant into Vivec that gives you enchanted arrows. Because enchanting arrows in Morrowind really sucks. You have to enchant each arrow individually. It takes a lot of time. It's very expensive. So there's just a vendor now in Vivec who will sell you enchanted arrows. And because they are expensive, they do roll pretty high on the loot table. She's got a ton of money, and she's almost as good as Creeper for selling stuff. If none of that makes any sense to you, you've never played Morrowind before, don't worry, we'll get to there. We'll get to that. Tajium says, before the horse armor. That's correct. Before the horse armor. Oh no. Raptor Science says, yes, it sounds like a pretty normal Daggerfall experience to me. I do mean to go back to it at some point and like just try it, like give it an honest shot. Until then, I live vicariously through watching other people play Daggerfall and do silly things with it. Oh. Alice Meadows is here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yes, I am a huge fan of Morrowind. It was probably my first like really big like real RPG. I had a Sega Genesis for a console as a kid, so I didn't really have a lot of RPGs. Yeah, I didn't do the Shining series, unfortunately, but also like not having a Super Nintendo meant no Square RPGs until much later when I finally got myself a Super Nintendo. Morrowind's up there in my list, my top list of favorite RPGs, alongside things like Chrono Trigger and Panzer Dragoon Saga. Just love these RPGs. Okay, Morrowind's real quiet, so I'm going to turn up the capture card. Might still have trouble hearing it, but we'll see. We'll start a new game. John says didn't have any RPGs on the Intellivision. No. Oh, good old Intellivision. Oh my gosh. And as with most, I think all Elder Scrolls games, you start out as a prisoner. This goes through this little video, goes through explaining the lead up to your insertion into...
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison. First by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up.
Yeah, Asmodeus, like I said, I eventually am going to give Daggerfall a proper shake.
What's your name?
That's not me playing it as a little kid on a 486. Because I think it'd be kind of funny. Alright, do we have any votes for name for our character? If you don't give me a name, I'm just going to call them Subscribe. Yes, no, maybe? Michael Harbuck says Ambrosia. Not bad, not bad. I guess that's what we will do. Hortato! Jan says Hortato. Pookie. Ooh, Ambrosia, Hortato, Pookie. I can't imagine where you got that one from. Let's do... You know what? Yeah, let's do Pookie. Pookie. Can I put a period in that? I can put a period in the name. Okay. Pookie with period.
Not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
We are running with hardware sound acceleration, by the way. That was not a given back in 2002 when this was released. I actually had to update the drivers on... oh god, that walking sound is going to get so annoying. I actually had to update the drivers on the on this machine for the Yamaha sound card in order to get hardware accelerated direct sound to work. Tajian says, "Bo, why do they keep calling me Enwa? Why?"
I'll show you to the census office.
So this is, if you're not familiar, this is the Gamebryo engine. And this is Bethesda's engine. There are limitations in this engine that are present in this game that are still present in Starfield. I kid you not.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Okay, Pookie. What's a Pookie? What does a Pookie look like? Who is a Pookie? I want to say a Pookie is a Khajiit. A giant flea? Yes, the Silt Striders. They're giant fleas. Just crawling their way across Vardenfell. Okay, so Tajian agrees. Pookie is probably a Khajiit. How bad are these faces? These are all the stock faces. These aren't terrible. Oh, we can be Floppa. We get big Floppa ears. Yeah, let's do the big Floppa ears. Asmodeus says EAX or A3D. Technically, this Yamaha card can sort of do both. It doesn't do either of them as well as, like, you know, a Sound Blaster Live does EAX or an Unreal card does A3D. It's alright, that's not so bad. Playing as the beast is not so bad. Let's try this. We'll have big Floppa ears. Great. The fun part is when you set your race in this menu, and like if you select something like a Nord or a High Elf, you actually end up raising up in height because they're taller than whatever the default is. I think they spawn you as a Dark Elf. Now this is not our top speed, thankfully. Although this was our top speed in Unreal 2, we do have a run button, and it does work. And I think you do actually go faster than we were going in Unreal 2. Just saying something.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be
Scotius Urgala. I've always pronounced his name Scotius,
we can do this, and the choice is
but his name is very definitely Scotius. Alright. Do we answer the questions? Tasmania is ever named Pookie. Why don't we answer his questions?
On a clear day,
I'm gonna ask you.
A strange animal.
I'm gonna ask you, chat.
Leg trapped in a hunter's claw.
The first one, second one, or third one.
From the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
What would Pookie do? WWPD, what would Pookie do? We gotta vote for herbs. Do you have any other votes? What would Pookie do? What would Pookie do? Michael also says herbage. Okay. Herbs it is. We got 3 votes for herbs. All right.
One
4
summer
votes for
afternoon, your
herbs.
father gives you a choice of chores. What would you
Pookie likes his herbs. Okay, so, first, second, or third, we go, catch fish, work in the forge, or gather herbs. We're doing more herbs? It's herbs again, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's herbs again, isn't it? Very stoner named Spooky. She's perfect, I love her. Herbage too, alright.
Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you do?
Somehow, your cousins come up with a worse name than Pookie to call you. What do? Do we throw it back at him? Make up a story that makes our nickname amazing? Or beat up our cousin? Unfortunately, there's no herbs this time. What would Pookie do? WWPD. What would our stoner cat do when her cousin starts calling her names? Wordsmith. Make up a story? We got 1 vote for make up a story. Michael says smoke one. Yeah, exactly. If only that was an option. Pookie is a fibber. Yeah, exactly. Probably not beat up if you're full of herbs. Yeah. I think maybe make up a story. I think might be what Pookie does. In our grand quest to find out what would Pookie do. Like it might be make up a story. What do we think? Alright, let's do the storyteller.
There is a lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what?
A Cheech story. Exactly. So, telepaths. What do we think about telepaths? What does Pookie think about telepaths? Do we go privacy? I don't know, man. They can, like, read your mind. Privacy. Only in the time of war? Or is Pookie a fascist? If you're not doing anything wrong, you have nothing to fear. What do we think? What does Pookie think about telepaths? Privacy. John says privacy, definitely. So any telepath that wants to be a friend has to be trustworthy. Yeah, that's a good definitely. And especially, you know, then they can't tell when Pookie's been, you know, smoking skooma. Alright.
Your mother sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, You find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do
here we
you
go.
do?
Oh yes, of course. No moon sugar. Of course not. Definitely not. I'm definitely not crossing my fingers behind my back. John is like, ooh, skooma. So, Mother sends you to the market with lots of goods to buy. The shopkeeper gives you too much money back. Do you keep it? Do you give it back? Or do you purchase more stuff for your family? Jim says make room up for the skooma. Michael says buy herbage. We're gonna pocket it. What would Pookie do? Pookie
While in a marketplace, you witness
would need some money for
cut a
green.
purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do?
Are we even more money motivated? There you go. That's a good point. Asmodeus says we're cats keep everything. Jim says we're getting rich and loaded. Ethical cat not. Okay. Alright. Alright, we pick up the bag and pocket it.
Task which you loathe, cleaning the stables. On the way there, pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do?
Do we slough our work off on others? But then he wants a favor. The problem is, if we do that, sure, we can be lazy, but then he's going to want a favor. What is his favor going to be? Michael Harbuck says, offer him herbage. So, we have accept the offer. Who cares who does the cleaning? Decline the offer, saying it's better not to be in debt. Or ask him to help. TGM says buddy up. Exactly. John knows what's up here. Michael says should have been a mage class. Alright, we have one vote for do it yourself and one vote for buddy up. I guess we have 2 votes for do it yourself and 1 vote for buddy up. Do it ourselves. Better not to be in debt. Alright.
Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do you do?
Fixing the stove. What do you do with the hot pipe that's headed for your mom? Do you body block the pipe? Do you grab the pipe and push it away? Or do you push your mom out of the way? I mean, it's true. Jim says we got stone hands. I mean, we get stone something. We definitely have experience with hot pipes. Cats headbutt everything, whatever it takes to make sure mom doesn't get burned. Stone hands. I want to say grab the hot pipe and push it away.
While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll.
A sweet roll!
You take it into an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do you do?
What do we do? Oh, ruin the sweet roll and fight them is number 1. Crush the sweet roll and fight them anyway. Number 2, give the sweet roll away, knowing that you can come back later and beat them up as a group. Or distract them and get a shot in on the leader. None of these options end with us eating this sweet roll. Right? No cat will give up the sweet roll. 2 votes for distract. Yeah, Tay Jim says, I feel like we're not going to get the sweet roll. Tay Jim says, run away. 3 votes for distract and 1 for run away. Let's do distract.
Entering town, you find that you are witness to a very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do?
A very well-dressed man running from a crowd. John asks, when do we find out if Mom got burned because of us? It's like when the Blade Runner asks, you know, why aren't you turning the turtle over? It's a hypothetical question designed to elicit an emotional response. Okay, so we've got a well-dressed man running from a crowd, running from an angry crowd. Excellent. Excellent. Make sure he's not a healthcare CEO. I don't know, make sure he is a healthcare CEO. Rush to the man's aid. Stand aside. Do nothing. Allow events to transpire. Or go to the town's aid. Do we side with the bourgeoisie, the proletariat, or no one? That's what we're asking at Asmodeus. This is Pookie. What would Pookie do? WWPD. Yeah, T-Jin says wait and see if they stole the sweet roll. Michael Harbuck says allow. John says no snitching. I think we're gonna stand aside, yeah, and allow events to transpire. Honestly, it's probably what I would do too. We are apparently a witch hunter. So that's the guided class selection in Morrowind. You go through the questions, you answer them, it gives you a class.
Very good. The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Okay, what sign? As a witch hunter, I feel like we're gonna need... A lot of these are just flat out useful. Like Lady fortifies your personality so that people like you better when you talk to them. Which is important, because no one likes you in Morrowind. That's one of the keys about this game, is that when you talk to people, nobody likes you. And then Fortify Endurance, I think that means you get more... You gain more HP on each level, the more endurance you have, I think? Michael Harbeck says the mage sign. So the mage sign's interesting. The mage sign is a blanket additional mana. Take your intelligence score, multiply it by a half, and add it to your magic pool. JJ says I've forgotten the skill tree. So the lady is useful. The lover is actually useful because you've got a once a day paralysis. Also, fortify agility means that you're likely to hit more often. What else is good? The steed makes you faster, which helps you get around, obviously. The tower is also very useful. Beggar's Nose is very powerful, but Tower Key, where you can open a 50-point lock on touch once a day. So locks in this game go from difficulty 0 to difficulty 100, so you can get instantly 50% of the locks in the game without even trying. Those are the really useful ones. Apprentice is fun because it gives you triple the Magicka bonus that Mage does, but it makes you weak to magic. Atronach gives you 4 times the bonus to magic that Mage does, but you don't regenerate magic. You have to use potions to do it. Oh, what else? The Lord gets Blood of the North, which I think ended up getting transferred over to as a racial for the Nords in. Did they do that in Oblivion? I know it was there for Skyrim. I don't remember if they moved it over to the Nords in Oblivion. Mage we looked at. The Ritual turns undead, and we get an instant 100-point heal, which is not bad. It's very powerful in the early game, but again, get it once a day. Let's see what else. The Serpent lets you poison things, although it also hurts yourself. Shadow, and that's pretty powerful. 60 seconds of invisibility once a day. John asks, has the lockpicking lawyer tried this game? Yeah, the Lover's Sign is pretty good. Fortify Agility and Lover's Kiss, pretty good. J. Jim says, I think I usually go with the tower. I also usually go with the tower because I'm a bit of a sneak thief in my playthroughs. The tower is going to let us get into a couple of places early in the game that are going to make things a lot easier for us. So I think I'll start with the tower. I say start with, you can't change this. Once you pick this, that's it. It's not like the standing stones in Skyrim where you can they don't give you as much benefit, but you can change which one you have active at any time. These are permanent. They affect you for the whole playthrough. But it does mean 50-point unlocking. John says sneak thief sounds mischievous. Exactly. Yeah, Tower Key is massively powerful. Tower Key is massively powerful. Let's go with that.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
How's that VA? It's so good. Interesting. He's not interested at all. Not interested in the slightest. Alright, so here's our basically our character sheet. These are all the skills. And you can see being a witch hunter means we actually aren't using one of our race's best skills, which is acrobatics. Which is okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. Acrobatics is mostly good for like cheesing level ups, because you increase acrobatics by jumping. Just like jumping while you're moving. It's great for cheesing levels. So we get a bound dagger. Nice. I think that comes from our class. As well as summon an ancestral ghost. Also nice. These are actually really powerful. We get the bound weapons are, I believe, Daedric, so they're very powerful. Even a dagger is going to be pretty decent. Eye of Night, I believe that is Khajiit racial. And Beggar's Nose we know from our star sign. Our once-a-day powers, we've got Eye of Fear. Demoralize Humanoid, 100 points. So, that might be fun to try. I don't think I've ever tried that. And of course, Tower Key. Hey, Nathan's here from Pixel Pipes. Hello, welcome. We are playing Morrowind on period correct hardware, mostly. We've got the Athlon XP ECS K7S5A. You've seen this one before. It's the AGP test bench, and we're running a GeForce 6600 GT. Running pretty well. Running pretty well. Alright, so we're just starting out checking out our character. Chat suggested the name of Pookie, with a period. And we have, we went through the questions. You know, you answer a bunch of questions to get your class, and we are apparently a witch hunter.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
So there's our release papers, right? By Emperor's decree, we're to be released from prison. Okay.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
So at this point, you're basically alone. And you can do whatever you want. You don't have... Yeah, this'll prompt you to pick up the knife. Which lets you equip this. Let's see, right-click should bring up our... Yes, right-click brings up your inventory. Not like the I key or anything. You just grab an item by clicking it, not dragging it. Put it on yourself and you've equipped it. Right? So right-click dismisses the menu. F pulls out your weapon. That is how you attack. You can charge attacks. I think I have... Let's see, controls... Oh, no, here we go. So always use best attack is off. Every weapon can do several attacks. So like if you have like a halberd, it can swing or it can thrust, or you can chop it. And how you do that is based on how you move when you use it. So in this case we can slash if we move side to side, or if we move forwards and backwards we can stab. Complicated? You betcha. You betcha. And then F should also, yeah, sheathed a dagger. So at this point, we can basically just take everything. And usually this is what I do with an early playthrough. All of these things tell you what they are and how they work in the world. So for example, eating ingredients is how you raise your alchemy skill. And you eat it, again, just dropping it on your character. Let's have a little bit of foreshadowing here for some events going on in the town. So I'm going to grab a couple of things here that are worth some money. We'll grab the Bible. We're going to hawk that in a minute. Grab some booze. It's light stuff. And we'll see if we can pick this without using our tarot key. No. Same way, you drag it onto your character, hit F to equip it. And the luck-picking minigame in this is non-existent. You just keep trying until it works. But that nets us a free 31 gold. And the gold, of course, is not gold. It's like jade or something? I don't know. There's some extra stuff in the basement here, if we look. But in general, like this stuff is always random when you start the game. Is there anything else useful in here? Lichen, worth 25, we'll take that. Bone meal not worth a lot. Stone flour, Kemet. We get, oh, squid jelly. Looking for slowed soap. Slowed soap's what you want. It sells for a lot and it doesn't weigh too much. Ooh, dro wax. This is the stuff. That's what you want. So we've got some stuff we can sell at this point. And our herb collection, if you remember, our 2 questions about herbs, we already have some alchemy skills. We already know some of what these alchemical ingredients do. We're good there. We can grab this torch. I think we're good to go. Let's get out of here. Start the game proper. It's true. John asks, where is this? Is this our house? No. We are stealing things from the provincial government. Because that is what an early run in Morrowind looks like. There we go. And we're outside. And as you can see, the Gamebryo engine has not gotten any less stuttery over the years. Grab a gold and a magic ring. Now I have a magic menu. And literally, I'm pretty sure if you don't grab this ring right here, you can't, either you can't use or you can't see magic. Like, you can't see any magical effects on you, and I don't think you can cast any spells if you don't grab this ring. I'm pretty sure. So, you can pick a magic spell. Again, if you open up your inventory, now you've got some extra stuff. Right now we've got our map, and we've got magic. So, like, we can do Bound Dagger. R lets us cast spells. And here's our Bound Dagger. Look at that. We've got a nice wicked dagger for a minute. Literally a minute. John says, oh, stealing from the government isn't really stealing. Now I'm on a list.
Your papers, please.
So here's Celis Gravius. And he immediately takes our release identification. That was the papers that we had in the other room. And the way dialogue works in this game, right? So you've got your dialogue box here. And you've got your persuasion menu in the corner. This lets you do things like taunt, admire, bribe, whatever, to improve or maybe diminish your reputation with the person. This is your reputation indicator. 45 out of 100. He doesn't want to be here. He does not want to talk to us. Topics you can talk about appear on the right side. And of course they'll also appear, I say of course, but like this is, no other game uses a system like this. Topics you can talk about appear in blue as hyperlinks inside the text. So, right, so my background is not important. Well, what is your background? So we'll click on it and he'll tell you, oh, he's a knight errant. Well, what is Morrowind? What the heck is this place? And he will tell you, very slowly, there we go, all of the things that are important in Morrowind, at least important to you and, you know, to him who wants you out of his sight, basically. So, when you leave this office, you are free. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor. So, this is our start of the main quest. And you can see it adds a whole bunch of new topics on the right side. Our journal's also been updated. We'll take a look at that in a minute. We have a map with directions. We have a package, and this is for Caius, and some additional money, which is nice. The Emperor gave us money. So the first and last time we'll get money from the government. So we can ask around. He says Caius Casades is in Balmora. Once you're in there, like this, literally, you have to read this. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius. They'll know where he is. Like, they don't even tell you where this person is. You go to a club in Balmora and ask him. This is part of the reason I love this game, is it requires you to, like, get into the world. Like, alright, I need to go to Balmora. Click on Balmora. How do I get to Balmora? And he tells you. Right? You take the road past Pelagiad and Fort Pelagiad, cross a deep ravine, past Fort Moonmoth, right? Turn west, and you go into Balmora. So it's like, oh man, you gotta find your way around. Or, of course, there is the Silt Strider, the giant flea we saw at the beginning. So, we'll say goodbye. We'll take our leave. If you steal anything in this room, he will be very unhappy. So we're just gonna skip it. We got plenty of other places. Plenty of other places. We do have a map. Right, so there's our journal. It's the J key. Amazing. You should probably check out Ariel's Trade House up and to the left. You're on your own now. Good luck. Tutorial over. That's it. You're in Morrowind now. Good luck. Try not to die, but you know, if you die, you're a prisoner. Nobody's gonna care. So we've got our journal, and the journal, you know, is your quest log, keeps track of what you're doing. This also has the similar, you know, hyperlink text. You can read about things. Close the journal. We've also got, we do have a map. If we right click to get to our inventory, our map is in the upper right corner. You can move it around, and there's a world map with the places that you currently know about. Right? So we know we talked about Pelagiad, and we know Balmora is up here. And that's it. Right? Like, we're here and we're pointed north. And you can see that if we go north, we will eventually run into Balmora. Over all of this terrain. Chat says a lot of homework. Well, it doesn't have to be. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, pull out my lockpick. Apparently, the bound dagger ran out.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
So one of the things that Bethesda was really happy with in this game is that everybody walks around this town. They've got kind of a little schedule. They'll run into their homes at night. They really talked that up in Oblivion, but they did have a limited version of this in Morrowind. You got your little houses. I think this one's locked. It was locked. The nice part is we took the tower, so we have the tower key. So here's one of the fun parts about this game, right? We go in here.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
If you notice, there's one person in here. No one else is in here. I'm going to save really quick before I do this, just in case this doesn't work. Pookie. Pookie is the name of our character. So, let's do this Bound's Dagger again. Say goodbye, Draren Ethereal Ass. So combat is a dice roll system, as Stagian was saying. Every time you attack, it rolls dice to see if you hit, and we're very low level, so we don't hit on every swing. So it looks hilarious when you're doing it. So here's the thing, right? We just offed this guy. There were no witnesses. You can just hit this button here that says dispose of corpse, and now I'm on the list. And he disappears. And guess what? This bed is owned by him. He's no longer in the game. So we can sleep in it, because now it's our bed. Ta-da! And... yeah, right? John says, wow, we're really not good at stabbing. Now if you notice, we've got a city guard right over there, right? He is gonna... they have a radar vision. If we unlock this house, he's gonna notice. If he walks far enough away, he's not gonna notice anymore. I don't think, I hope. Yeah, no, nobody noticed. How nice. Now I just have access to this house. We have a book called I'm My Own Grandpa. We can read it if we want. But this is basically how I've, throughout the years, started off every run through Morrowind. Obviously not naming my character Pookie and dice rolling their class, but like, you can get away with so much stuff in the opening town of Seyda-Neen. So much stuff. If you're leaving Seyda-Neen and you're not already like loaded to the gills with gold and loot and goodies, you're not doing it right. Hey, Dave is here from Dave's Vintage Appetite. Hello, Dave. We're playing a little Morrowind. This is I think the Game of the Year edition with the 2 expansions. We're running it on some period correct hardware, which is why our draw distance is so short. I can turn that up if you want to see it, but our frame rate gets real bad. Yeah, it's a little rough. We turn the view distance up. What was that Todd Howard quote? Well, you're just gonna have to get a more powerful computer to play this game. Bear in mind, this is a CPU from the year that this released, and a GPU from 2 years later. So, yeah. Yes. I really enjoy this game. So let's travel to Balmora, shall we? Actually, you know what? Let's sell some of this stuff to Ariel. Now you would think Ariel being, you know, the town, basically the town trader, like he buys and sells stuff to and from people in this town all the time. And yet, he has no problem with buying all of this stuff that we're going to sell to him. So what I like to do with these is, this is the barter interface. It's kind of atrocious. I usually put who I'm buying from on top, and I put my own stuff at the bottom. The nice part is, if you arrange these, the game will actually remember, and it'll keep these here. So why don't we sell something? So here's the thing, right? So we're gonna sell some stuff, and Makes that very satisfying noise as it leaves our inventory. You can make an offer here in this corner. You see we've sold 32 gold worth of stuff. We're gonna say, well, hey, you know, I want to take 40 gold for it, right? You'd say offer. Ariel says, get effed. You can reduce your offer and say, well, maybe how about 30, 35 instead? Ariel says, still, get effed. Now, the thing is, we've made 2 bogus offers to him. He will actually accept his original offer. Occasionally, you can see our reputation with him has gone down by a point because we made some bogus offers to him. He's not happy about that. So what happens is your reputation goes down by a point every time you make a bad offer. It goes up by a point every time you make a good offer, which is kind of funny.
What assistance do you need?
We talk to him again. Reputation resets. So let's first grease the wheels of commerce. He's not a cheap floozy, so 10 gold just makes him feel bad. So what if we give him 100 gold? He likes that. Well, what do our prices look like now? A little better. So we have that Duro wax for 100. Can we sell it for 50%? Yes, if we try. We're very persistent. He'll take it. And this is how you game the buying and selling system of the game, the barter system of the game. When I was a kid, I got obsessed with this. Absolutely obsessed with it. We are going to toss all of this junk. Is any of this worth armor? I think it's all just clothing. So fun part, oh, I can't do that. We can't wear shoes, because we have digitigrade legs. Apparently no one makes shoes for cat paws, which is weird, but okay. Sell all of our stuff. So you can see over on the right we've got our gold and how much gold Ariel has. Which is great. We're going to sell the lichen and scrib jelly. And we'll sell the Bible and the blank paper. We want to keep our package for Caius, as well as the directions to Caius. And let's get rid of this note to Friskar, because who cares? I want 100 gold for it. There we go. 3 tries and we got it. Now, let's go to Balmora. Let's get out of this backwater town. Oh yeah, I wanted to... Yep, no, I didn't keep the shoes. Wanted to demonstrate what it does when you try and put on shoes as a Khajiit. So, this is how you get around. I like to run and jump. It's a little bit faster than just running. It does wear down your fatigue, though. You can see in the lower left corner, we've got, that is health, magicka, and the green bar is fatigue. If your fatigue is too low, you won't hit attacks, and you'll stagger more easily. And in this game, staggering means you go down to the floor. You tequila in this game. So you want to keep your fatigue above 0 if you're going to be in combat, but otherwise it mostly doesn't matter. So let's travel. Let's go to Balmora. It's fun too because you can talk to these Siltstrider riders, and they'll tell you all about Siltstriders and how they're controlled. By cutting back the shell so it exposes the brain and they can manipulate the brain directly. It's disgusting. Alright, so we've arrived at 7 p.m. Perfect time to go to the pub. So let's get over there. Now normally you'd have to ask, where the heck is the Southwall Corner Club? What you can do otherwise is you can walk up to all these things and see what they say, what the sign says. Got a few folks still out at night. You know, it's 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. In this game, you skip all the once you have no fatigue left, you skip all the tequila. And it's just all floor. So again, if we look around, take a look at these. Let's see, these look like these are homes. They don't have banners on them. Right, so do we have banner? We have a banner over here. I'm cheating because I know where this place is. But there's our South Wall Corner Club, right where we're supposed to look for Caius Casades. JGM says that's a bad club right there. Yeah, the council club's not the one you want to go in.
Come on, then. Say something or move on.
So you talk to everybody. You can talk to everybody in the game. Most of them just have boilerplate dialogue. And let's see, you can ask for latest rumors, which will sometimes, as you can see here, it'll give you quests that'll log into your journal. Oh, Fort Frostmoth. This is, this starts, I think, the Blood Moon quests, I think. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Looking for someone in particular. Unfortunately, the person we're looking for, this person does not know where Caius is, unfortunately. Let's see if we even... Yep, we do have an option. We can just ask, hey, do you know who this person is? And they say, oh, that old sugar tooth. Not sure where he's living now, but ask the owner of this club. Hell no. So, alright, let's go ask the owner. Figure out that.
Its scent is unfamiliar.
Sugar Lips Habasi. That is an Elder Scrolls name if I've ever heard one.
You wish to speak?
What's this regarding?
So the barkeep is not the owner. Right? That's not the owner. That's not the owner. Only he stands there. That's not the owner. Well, where's the owner? We gotta go back to the other person and ask.
Hurry this up, will you?
Come on, then. Say something or move on.
Like I said, nobody likes you in Morrowind. So having that extra persuasion to, like, make yourself more amenable to other people comes in handy. You get a lot more information. Because the owner must be around here somewhere. I bet. Oh, I missed the upstairs. That's what I did. There he is. So where's Caius? Do you know where Caius is? There you go. Just up the hill on the north edge of town. Again, no quest marker. Let me teleport you there. Go out the front door, not the upper door to the terrace, and then right up the stairs and left up the top of the stairs and down to the end of the street. You are following directions as if you're in this world. One of the things I love about this game, and it's infuriating from a modern gaming perspective, because it's like, I have to go where? I have to do what? To turn right here, go up a what? But I love it. And yeah, it's turn right, go up the stairs, and then he's on the north edge of town, which if we pull up our map again, that's to our left. North edge of town. North is always up. He's right, yep, he's right on a loading zone. Caius Casades. There he is.
Anytime
in the
now.
flesh. Quite a lot of flesh. So, this is the start of the main quest. There are several points in it, if you've never played Morrowind before. There's several points in it where Caius will say, just come back when you're higher level, and you can just go off and do whatever you want. The game encourages it, right? Unlike modern Elder Scrolls games where it's like, no, you're going to get railroaded into this quest unless you actively, go against what someone's asking you to do, and you go explore and just like screw off on your own. This actually will tell you at several points during this quest line to just like go off and level up a little more. Like, you're not quite strong enough to go to the next part of this. It's kind of refreshing. It's kind of refreshing. If you've never played Morrowind before, I recommend giving it a shot. I think you can get it on GOG for pretty cheap, I would imagine. And there is also there's a modern engine that'll run the game on modern computers, and it runs worlds better than this does. Runs in like proper widescreen resolutions, all kinds of stuff like that. Also worth trying out. So, are you ready for your orders, Pookie? Pookie period question mark? So he immediately inducts you into the Blades, which is the Emperor's private guard, and he tells you to go find some trainers and train yourself up. You can get your first orders right away, but I recommend you visit the trainers. So what does he say? There you go. Right away. Here's 200 gold. Go get a weapon, or a spell, or some armor, and go join some of the guilds and do some quests. This is one of the things I love about this game, is it's like, hey, you're level 1. Go get some levels under your belt. It's great. So yeah, Caius knows how to party. We've got a skooma pipe down here. We've got a spoon for the moon sugar that's on his bedroom, on his nightstand. Yeah, we got empty bottles strewn all over the place. The guy's a bit of a party animal, and yet still completely ripped somehow. He'll also let you sleep in his bed, which is a little weird. It's convenient, but it's a little weird that he will. So let's go 10, 11, 12. Whoops. Let's see. Can I do math? That's 10 o'clock. That's midnight, and we'll add 7 hours. Go. So now it's the morning. Head outside. It was foggy when we came in, if you remember. Well, it's even foggier now. Look at that. You can barely see where you're going.
Make it quick, Outlander.
But yeah, that's the very start of Morrowind. It has been 2 hours since we started. I think I'm gonna shut down the stream for y'all. I really appreciate y'all coming in and playing along with this. Let me know. I'll run another poll for games to play. Next week is gonna be some more Sega Saturn games. I found a sequel to the shmup that we played the other week. What was it, Layer Section? I found Layer Section 2, so we're going to try that. I'll put up a poll on my Mastodon for the second game of what we're going to play. Something on the Saturn that I've already got loaded on my Saru. But I think that'll be fun. I think it'll be a good time. And then this Saturday, I have no idea what I'm going to stream this Saturday. I guess we'll figure it out. But I need to get some dinner, and I need to do some more packing, because as you can see behind me, I'm not making enough progress. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. So let me switch back over to my ACAM, and we'll play it out here. It's been a wonderful evening. I hope everybody's had fun. Once again, do the like and subscribe thing if you haven't already. Check out the socials over here. because I do post on Mastodon pretty frequently. I post a little less frequently on Blue Sky. I post very infrequently on my Patreon since I haven't gotten a video made in quite some time. I'm actually not working on any videos at the moment because everything's packed up. But I will soon. My move is in about 3 weeks at this point. But yeah, I'll post a poll on my Mastodon tonight, and I'll boost it in the morning as well, on what to play next Tuesday on the game stream. And I guess I'll see you all around on the Saturday stream, huh? Hope you've all had fun, and go play some Morrowind if you haven't, alright? And as always, may the PC parts be ever in your favor. Have a wonderful night, everybody. It's been a good time. Take care.